What's up, YouTube? False here, coming back to you with another reaction video. Today I'm reacting to Zach Wilson is awful. He's not worthy of being the number two pick by Stephen A. from ESPN. Short vid, let's get into it.
I did not know it was dress down Fridays, man. You over here with the crush alpaca. I like it though, man. Yeah, the last time I was in the studio in that chair, you talked about wearing ties, and I see you casual Fridays. I see. Okay. I set the stage. You like a mind builder, though. I'm gonna just you like a mind builder with the turtleneck, man. That's a vibe. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. I mean, I think you said him for the rest of the year. The thought is that Mike's going to come back and maybe be cleared after this 10-day break that they get. But, we watching a kid that's being developed and that's learning and making mistakes in front of the biggest media market in the world. Now,
Trevor
you want to
Lawrence.
applaud Trevor Lawrence. But Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars have the same record as the Jets. It's just fortunate enough for them that they're in a bad division. The Jets, the expectations are high. And I think we pile a lot on Zach Wilson because it seems like an extension of the Sam Darnold experiment, right? Because we knew that they mishandled the Sam Darnold situation. But I think that they're handling the Zach Wilson situation the only way you can, right? They're forcing this kid to grow up and hold himself accountable. And I disagree with Steve Young and Alex Smith what they said about them not doing what's best for Zach. They went out and they got a left.
To clarify, I'm not a Jets fan. I was just interested because he was in the same draft class as Justin Fields. I'm a Chicago native, Chicago fan, Chicago till I die. So I was just interested about how the other players from this draft class were being evaluated so far. So let's continue.
Tackle. They went out and got Langston Tomlinson. They went out and got Brees Hall. A guy that's probably going to win the offensive player rookie of the year, and Garrett Wilson. They support him with everything that he needs. The problem is the team got better faster than they anticipated, and he's not ready to carry the load, which most quarterbacks aren't ready to carry the load. Outside of this class, Trevor Lawrence just starts showing us that he is worthy of the number overall pick. But I feel like he also falls victim to the fact of who the Jets didn't pick, who they didn't pick instead of Zach Wilson. And we imagine a backfield with Brees Hall.
Out of the quarterbacks that were taken out of the class of Justin, I think the two biggest question marks I've heard so far have been Zach Wilson and Trey Lance. Trey Lance because he had only a few snaps his first year. Second year, he ended up, I think he went down to us in the Bears game, or either that or another game. He got injured. He had that year-ending ankle injury. So next year, 49ers don't really know what they have in him. Do they continue to go with him, see if he is the guy, which would be hard to move on from him in the first place because it's like you didn't really see what he could or couldn't do. But at the same time, if you wait too long, you got all these vets on contract, high salary contracts. So it's like, how long can you put off trying to figure out is he the guy before you set your franchise back? I don't know much about the Jets. I'm not a Jets fan, but for Wilson, from just what I heard from the news and secondhand reports from other podcasters and YouTubers, I don't know if it's a lack of ability, like if he's not talented, or if it's character issues. That's what I've been hearing from around the league, that it's a character issue with him. He doesn't want to take responsibility. He's not accountable for his actions. It's an issue. Quarterback's the leader of the team. There's no I in team, as corny as it is. You have to be responsible. You got to go out there and lead your men. So.
And Justin Fields, right? So he's going to be held and always compared to him. And New York's full of that, right? You hear Stephen A. He'll talk about, Curry. He could have went there. Billy Keener. All the bad picks that New Yorkers have been forced to digest. He's getting all that yesterday and how he handled the press conference. That shows a little bit growth. That's a part of
I'm not
the
going
development.
to deny that he showed maturity and growth. He certainly handled this better than he handled the whole New England loss and how immediate he was in that
Yeah.
performance. The reality is, so
Yeah.
he's not worthy of being a number two pick. And see, here's the thing that we have to pay attention to. This is why I get on people like my brother Keyshawn Johnson. I mean, Keyshawn Johnson, it don't matter if you're playing power one. Play power one. You know what I'm saying? That's the competition that you have to go out there against. You won. That's all that matters. No, to me, competition matters. The level of competition matters,
Yeah.
right? And so when you look at a guy like Zach Wilson, you're not only looking at the growth and maturation that's taking place with Trevor Lawrence, you're also looking at who the Jets passed up on to take you, which is Justin Fields. And so when you look at something like that, that's where it really, really resonates. And in the case of Zach Wilson, when he got sacked and ultimately fumbled the ball, when he got hit, was some blindside hit.
Yeah.
No pocket presence whatsoever. The dude came right at you, and you didn't see him.
Yeah.
I mean, you're standing here, he's literally standing here, and he's coming from Sam's direction, and he had no clue until he got popped silly. Come on, man.
That's true.
Come on, man.
I've been barking with you.
That's right. You can't navigate your way around that. And listen, I'm not gonna say his career is over.
That's not.
He's too young for that.
Right.
Yeah. New York it is. And let me tell you why, Mark. And listen, this is something that listen, wait, I understand you play for the Jets.
Yeah.
I understand you were really Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah, no doubt.
You played for the Jets, so listen, right? Where you from? Detroit.
Yeah.
Where I'm from. I'm from New York City, baby.
That is true.
I know this city.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you something right now. When they fool you in the second quarter, when you're a second-year quarterback and they're pulling you off the field, and what happened? And you got players that are celebrating the fact that you're gone when Mike White replaced you weeks ago. When you take those elements into consideration, here's what this comes down to. The city of New York blames him for this season.
Absolutely.
And when they hit that way, you have any idea how strong internally you have to be to overcome that?
That's what we got to see.
I'm saying to you, nah, he ain't made it that close. Now, I'm not saying he can't go elsewhere.
Yeah.
He can't be a basketball version of Markel Fultz, who stuck up the joint in Philadelphia, had all of these issues, and now he's in Orlando balling in the NBA. I'm not talking about that. I'm saying something like that. Zach has to go elsewhere. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube.
So I don't really know what the expectation for the New York Jets season was. I know just off the top of my head, kind of guess. I know like their defense is elite. I don't know if it's like top five or something in the league, or how high or how good the defense is, but I know they're like stupid good this year, and like that kind of gave the team high expectations or people around the league. But I've been there, Jets fans. If anybody's watching, if you want to leave an explanation or comment down in the comment section, I'm a Bears fan. We've been there. Defense, we live and die by defense, unfortunately, and that's doesn't always lead to wins. So I kind of feel your pain. I don't know what you're gonna do with Wilson. We've been there too with quarterbacks, bust after bust, failure after failure, bad coaching, bad GMs. So best of luck to you guys. Hopefully you find the answer. But that's all for me. So thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe.